G'day everyone, welcome back to NS2HD. I have a special treat for you today, something that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. That is cast a game with Team Australia in it. I'm so excited. This is Team Australia versus NXZL. This is a qualifying match in the round robin part of the Logitech tournament, which is of course being cast this weekend. But right now we have NXZL, one of the best teams in the United States, going up against Team Australia, which is of course better than them. So we're going to see how these Australians fare against NXZL. NXZL, a very, very proven team. Team Australia are relatively unknown. We've got some players that we have seen before, such as Pew Pew and Remedy and Coven. In fact, I've seen all of these players before, but never in this particular team. NXZL going to be pressuring flight control quite early on in the game. And the alien's dropping a very fast hive down in sub-axis, but it looks like NXZL is going to be ruthless and go straight for the harvester in flight control. This is very bad for Team Australia. They must stop this, and in fact there's actually pressure on sub-axis as well. No, this isn't right. This isn't right. Get out of here, NXZL. Get out of here. Team Australia is better than you, and you know it. So I'm really excited to see how this Australian team does. Obviously, you know, if we're honest, NXZL is a ruthlessly efficient, proven team. They were exceptionally good in the Kuru tournament. But you know what? To all of that, I simply say this. Yeah, that's right. I'm just going to leave that there for the entire match. How do you like that, America? Ha ha ha. Alright, I'm kidding. For reals. Back to the game now. We do have a difficult situation though for Team Australia. They are in a lot of pressure in sub-access. They've lost the harvester in flight control. They've now lost their gorge, and the hive here in sub-access is under heavy attack. And yeah, okay, they're in a lot of trouble because they are going to lose this hive. Bitey is going to take it down. There is one Skulk running as fast as he possibly can to try and get here and save it. He's not going to get here in time though. The hive will die before that Skulk is able to stop Bitey, and that is a dead hive, which is very, very sad. I'm not happy about that, and I'm going to lodge a complaint with the Australian ambassador to the United States about that. But NXZL's pulled it off, and now Team Australia is in a very, very difficult position in this match because they need to come back from a lost hive and a lost harvester. Now we see now a gorge defense of this harvester. Now this firing line though, I worry that this firing line makes this harvester still vulnerable here to shots around this corner because it's not covered from the top, but we'll see. Meanwhile, the Marines have taken 5 extractors. We can expect a 6th very soon as well because they are building in sub-access. And Team Australia doing well to pressure reactor core. This is good. If they can take that, if Havoc cannot defend this, that'll be a nice blow to strike. And also, you've also got a bit of pressure in ventilation as well. Come on, guys, take it down. There we go. That's my boys. Now ventilation is under pressure as well, so taking down this extractor. If they can hold here in flight control and hold Computer Lab, I think honestly they are in with a chance. MF looks like he's guarding this harvester for a little bit. 2 Marines incoming though. This is a crucial moment. MF needs to back off and wait for assistance here. MF is killed. Now, crucially, guys, something you really need to note is that this alien team is playing with pings of over 250. And that is just no laughing matter. NS2 will compensate for lag so that you don't have to lead your targets, but there's only so much compensation can do, and once you're getting up into the 300 ping territory, you're really struggling in competitive play. I mean, you can get away and have a bit of fun in a public game, but you definitely don't want to be playing with this kind of ping differential in a competitive game like this. And you can see it in the way that MF is having trouble connecting their hits in the one-on-ones. So now they're down to 1 harvester again. I do like the pressure on the extractors. Ventilation has gone down, which is good. And actually it looks like, did Atrium get destroyed as well? Yes, fantastic that Team Australia is putting so much pressure on the extractors. And that's keeping them in this game to a degree. Even though their resource flow is extremely low. And they have lost 2 harvesters. Look at this, the Marines have lost 4 extractors. So why am I still giving it to NXZL right now? Well, it's not because I'm being unpatriotic, it's because losing harvesters is much more significant than losing extractors, especially considering that the Marine team is playing off 5 extractors, which is just crazy when you're going up against an alien team with 1 harvester. And they've also got a command station down. Look at the amount of tech though the Marine team has right now. None, nada, zilch. That's good for Team Australia because they they don't have enough resources to tech at all. Mines are going up. That's going to be tough. because that's going to start guarding things like phase gates. I mean, NXZL is playing without phase gates right now. Remedy is about to encounter Havoc right here in Summit Reception. And again, honestly, the ping differential is just going to hurt these Australians every time they try to encounter the American team in 1v1s. And again, the Harvester goes down in Computer Lab. So again, unable to defend the Harvesters is what's really hurting the Australians right now. They need to be able to defend these Harvesters. And if they can't, they're not going to get any resources. Now, unfortunately there we saw MF go in without Pew Pew. Pew Pew and Scatter are back here. They weren't ready to go in. Definitely need to see the Australians move in together rather than one by one against NXZL. NXZL are a ruthless team. Remember, if I was going to do a tournament seeding right now, I would put NXZL well ahead of Team Australia, just because NXZL they're always playing in semi-finals, finals of tournaments right now. They are a very ruthlessly effective team, and Team Australia is a new team. Definitely not new players, but they are a new team, and they're playing with a harsh ping. So definitely kudos to Team Australia for holding up as well as they are in this situation. And much as I would love to see an Australian upset here and just dominate NXZL, that's a lot to ask for given how the cards are stacked against them. Koven being the Battle Gorge, defending. Notice the way he's landing a couple of hits with the spit across this area, and that's crucial because it's lowering the number of bites required for the skulks to kill. Also using the heal spray to keep those skulks alive, and these skulks are just struggling. I mean, that skulk, he probably would have been behind the pillar when he was killed from his perspective, so no doubt a bit of frustration. Frustration can breed sloppy play if you're not careful, and so with this ping, the Australians need to be careful not to get down and out. They need to remember what they're up against here and not let the frustration come out into sloppy skull play. But the eggs are all dead. NXZL is ruthlessly killing all the eggs here, and with the death of those eggs, the aliens simply aren't going to spawn anymore. And once they're not spawning anymore, the hive will simply be destroyed. Look how quickly that egg was taken down. It was barely up. So excellent play there from NXZL, and I think we've got this game in the bag at the 7-minute mark, which is a fairly quick game. Australians definitely weren't completely down and out, but they did suffer there at the hands of NXZL. It was a combination of loss of the 1v1s. I mean, you can see the kill death ratios here before we go to the ready room. And in fact, I think if you give me a moment here, I will be able to bring up some stats on that game, because we are running NS2 stats this tournament, but you'll have to give me a moment there to bring those up while those two teams get ready to go again. So no, unfortunately I can't bring up the stats for that game. I don't know why, but oh well. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to go ahead and record the next matchup between these two teams right now, and we'll see how the Australians can fare with that high ping and when on the Marine team. It will be tough because shooting is harder than biting with a ping of 300.